They are carving a log and turning it into a river canoe. This is a log that we got donated from the Willamette National Forest, and it's been sitting at the reservation in a pile of other large old growth logs, and we've turned many of them into the planking for our plank house that we have out there now. But there were a few leftover logs, and one of them was split in half, and both halves of that will be turned into canoes. This is one of the halves right here, which is being turned into a river canoe, which is an authentic representation of a Calapooya-style river canoe from the Willamette Valley.
These are knives that we make ourselves. We actually buy just pieces of steel, and we actually forge and file them down and sharpen them all ourselves. A long time ago, what we'd use is we'd use jade blades, jade and stone, different types of stone. Just the steel itself, being able to forge it and make it to the angles that we need for doing certain cuts is actually a big plus. It's a big help for us. You can't do it here. This is where that bad spot is. The grain is changing here. It was actually a big trade when steel started coming around from up north. This was a big thing that we traded for.
People were experts at using the canoes, and they would be easily used in rivers and even larger streams throughout the valley, where people use these streams for like highways. So they would travel through the area in similar to a highway like we have I-5 nowadays. Generally, the public doesn't know much about the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde or the Calapooya people, and so this is one way we can show the public about that we're more than just a casino in the Coast Range. The tribe was terminated in 1954, and we were restored in 1983 as a tribe, a federally recognized tribe. And so since that time, we've been restoring our governance, our ability to reach into our ceded lands and manage our resources there, and many of our traditions that were lost in the termination period. So the canoe has been sort of a focal point of that, because it's something physical that people can do and get involved, and the whole community can be involved with, and we can be involved with other tribes in the same kind of tradition that was pretty common throughout the Northwest.
This was a very important trading network for them to be able to bring economic resources into the area that they were short supply of here, and also to trade excess that they had going out. Something that is, exhibits I love is to be able to present a different image of what that prehistory was like. It was a very vibrant trade, going far beyond what the boundaries of we would think of the Oregon country, the American Northwest, and shows that there was a lot more interconnection with other native groups than we had previously believed. The canoe journey, it started in the late 80s, and that's where various native communities get together, and in a long journey together, they go from location to location, interact with other tribal groups. It's becoming a wonderful and very modern and recent phenomenon of this pan-tribal gathering amongst the Northwest Native groups, and we have some images of that in this section, but also that canoe journey has gone international, and we have some discussion in the exhibit of how the Grand Ronde peoples are cooperating with other peoples of other nations, including New Zealand Maori. So this is becoming an international phenomenon.
From like right here, somewhere like right here needs to come to come down to like right here. So you can flip that chisel over.
Same with this over here.
Yeah, this whole thing all the way across here. See that whole section right here? Like all this needs to come down here.
Look where the plug's at, Lonnie, on your side. You know right there's a bolt made from pine tree. Made from the wood.